my loves. So today I am currently home alone and really weird crap keeps happening and I don't want to talk about it or even think about it, but I'm really freaked out. I'm home alone and I thought what better way to spend my time than jumping on camera and talking to you guys. A lot of you guys were really excited about me uploading story times on Saturdays, and I had a different video planned for today, but then this week was just so full of like chaos and anger that I just thought I would kind of do something a little bit more, not lighthearted because this is still like a serious story time, but just something to sort of take your minds off of things for at least like 10, 12, 15, 20, I don't know how long this video is gonna be, however long minutes, and just tell you something that I know a lot of you have wanted to know more about, which is my psycho ex-roommate. I have so many stories with this girl, and I kind of want to explain the situation with her a little bit better because if you saw, and if you haven't already seen, I played the Ouija board with my roommate. Some weird crap went down and I still don't know if she was faking it, if she was like possessed. I think it's a really interesting story, so I'll link it down below. I said there was something that she did to me that was so horrible that I literally like moved out of the house that day. Anyways, this is not going to be that story. I kind of want to give a few smaller stories leading up to that, just for you guys to get a really good feel of my ex-roommate. And I don't know, a lot of you were really excited about it. I call her my roommate even though I feel like I didn't live in the house for that long. I lived there part-time for like months, like half a year maybe. Because when I would come out to Kansas at the time to visit my now husband, he was just my boyfriend at the moment, we were dating and we were long distance because he's in the army and blah, blah, blah. So I would come out and I would basically stay at the house, and that's kind of how I got to know this girl. I called her Whitney in my last video, so we'll call her Whitney again. I think that's like the official name of my psycho former roommate. And this girl, when I say psycho, I mean psycho. By the end of this sort of like mini series I'm gonna have to do about all of the crap that she did to me, you guys will totally understand. But before I realized anything was wrong, we were actually pretty good friends. Like, I considered Whitney one of my best friends before even moving in. And you know, I always have heard like don't move in with your friends, like horrible stuff like this can happen, but I just think like this is who she was to the core. I just got way too involved with her. So my husband had been kind of like living, well not kind of, he lived with Whitney and her boyfriend leading up to me moving to Kansas, leading up to like us getting married and all of that. So that's why I said in the original video like we didn't live together very long, because officially we didn't, but I spent like so much time at that house. I mean so much time, because it was like my house too when I came out there to stay. So this was before I officially like moved in. And Whitney always had these really cute like Vera Bradley purses and wallets and stuff, and she was a little bit older, and I just feel like that was like her style. She kind of got true to it, and I had like grown out of the Vera Bradley stage. Mind you, at this time I'm like 18, 19 when I'm coming to like visit in Kansas, and like when we're becoming friends and all of that and hanging out all the time. And so she, I don't know, because she was older than me, I just felt like she influenced me in a lot of ways. Like I would pick up on her mannerisms, I would pick up on her style. Like I feel like I'm very, it's kind of subconscious. Like I'm really easily inspired and influenced by my friends' like styles and you know what they do and stuff. So it was something where I saw her always wearing them and they were so cute, like these Vera Bradley purses. No shade Vera Bradley. One day in particular, I remember she came back to the townhouse with a new wallet. It was like a really pretty like quilted black wallet. And I was like, oh my God, that's so cute. You always have the cutest Vera Bradley stuff. And she told me like, I have the hookup. Like if you want a wallet or something like that, I can definitely get you one for a really good price. And I don't know, I always saw her wearing them and making them look really cute. And I was like, if you can get it for a good price, girl, like, yes, that would be amazing. Like, thank you so much. And she told me she would like get one for me. And so like, I think maybe a couple of days or a week later or something like that, it was within the same trip that I was at the, when I was in Kansas. She came back to the townhouse with a wallet for me, and I remember it so vividly. It was like this lime green pattern. I don't know which one that would have been, but it was like sort of like a paisley, so like every Vera Bradley pattern ever, but whatever. She basically like brought me back a wallet, and I thought it was really cute. And I asked her, oh my gosh, like thank you so much, you know, how much is it? And she told me it had only been like 20 bucks, which is a pretty good deal for like a Vera Bradley piece. Most of the time I think their wallets are closer to like $30, $40, $50, something like that, maybe more, I don't know. And so I was really excited. I gave her 20 bucks for the wallet. I said thank you, and I went on my merry way. I didn't use it for like a couple of days. I planned on switching out my wallets. I'm sorry you guys, this eye has been bothering me a lot lately. I feel like I probably need to go to the eye doctor or something. But I had planned on like switching out my wallets when I got back to Georgia, just because, I don't know, that's always such an adventure, and I'm paranoid about like losing my IDs and stuff like that. I don't know, I just didn't want to misplace things, whatever. I didn't switch it out for whatever reason. Something Whitney really liked to do was have like coffee friend dates. It was sort of like her way to socialize without spending a lot of money, obviously. Like she made the coffee herself at home, like she baked the treats herself, so she would always invite friends over. And this one friend we're gonna name Phoebe, and Phoebe was really, really sweet, and she was hanging out with us all of the time. We would do errands with her sometimes. You know, she and Whitney had been good friends for a long, long, long time. And so one day Phoebe is over, but Whitney is not there. I don't remember why that was. Like Phoebe and I had kind of gotten closer, and she may have just asked to come over, or I may have invited her, but we were having like basically one of those coffee dates and, you know, eating and drinking coffee and having a grand time. I left that wallet on the island in the kitchen in the townhouse. And so Phoebe and I are drinking our coffee at the island, and I noticed she's a little bit quiet. She keeps eyeing the wallet because it's like right next to me. And I think she wants to say something about it. So I tell her, oh yeah, you know, Whitney got that for me. It was really nice of her. She has the hookup. Let her get you something from Beer Bradley. She got it for a great price. Like, girl, I paid 20 bucks. And Phoebe was like, oh no, it's not that. She told me that someone had stolen, like someone had broke into a fellow friend of hers home, and they had stolen some things from this not mutual, because I was not friends with this girl for 1,000,010 reasons, but this friend of Phoebe's, someone had broken into her home and stolen some things along with a wallet that looked pretty much identical to mine. And I was just kind of like, oh, that's really strange. You know, like that's really weird. I'm so sorry for her. You know, have they called the police? Have they done this? Have they done that? And Phoebe's like, yeah, they have. It's just, I don't know, it's weird, because I was just like looking at her post on Facebook earlier today. But I could tell that Phoebe just felt a little bit not right about the situation. And she may have totally thought that like I went into this girl's house and like stole her stuff because I had a personal vendetta with her. But whatever the case, Phoebe was a little bit unsettled. We wound up saying goodbye, you know, she went home, whatever. Something about it, just the way that Phoebe brought it up, something didn't sit right with me. And I had nothing to this extent, but I'd had a few slightly unsettling exchanges with Whitney coming up to this. But I thought, you know, there's no way. Like, this is, you know, it's too much. There's no way. And I went on to this friend of Phoebe's page who had basically gotten her home broken into, a bunch of stuff was missing, just because I wanted to see for myself like the post that Phoebe was referring to. And lo and behold, I could see it because I was like a friend of her friends, but lo and behold, in a post, she had like kind of made a collage of photos of things that had been stolen from her. And among them was a black quilted wallet, identical to the one that Whitney had, and the lime green wallet that I had. And I just thought, like, there's no way, this is way too much. And it was so many small things in this collage that had gone missing. Whoever had like broken in hadn't taken anything of extraordinary value. You know, her diamond ring wasn't missing, like a ton of money wasn't missing, there were no laptops missing. It was just small material things, but they were gone. And in this post, I remember really distinctly, she also had like a cross necklace. And it was just a really standard little like gold cross necklace. And I thought, okay, if Whitney stole these two wallets, she probably stole that cross necklace. And so I felt really terrible doing this, but I went upstairs and I kind of like looked in her bedroom, which I would never normally do, but I don't know, something just didn't feel right. And I would never like invade someone's personal space like this, but I went into her room and I looked on her dresser and I looked in like her little jewelry box, and I just looked around and I didn't see the cross necklace. And I thought, okay, I'm being crazy. how could I ever even like think that about my friend? Like, this is all a coincidence. I feel really bad right now for even doing that to her and for not, you know, believing that she has a hookup. Like, she got me this Vera Bradley wallet. I paid for it. So I'm just feeling really guilty and really terrible. And I will say I did this a lot with Whitney. I would think that she had done something horrible, get evidence or talk to her, realize that I was totally wrong, feel terrible, and then be hit in the face with the truth. And the truth that day wound up being her coming home from work and her walking in the door, and I'm just hanging out, like cleaning or doing something, I don't remember. I'm upstairs and I hear her walk in, and the way that these townhouses were, you walked through the front door and you had to go up a flight of stairs to reach like the living area. So I hear her coming up the stairs, and I kind of, you know, I stop what I'm doing, I come to the staircase to say hi, and I can't even get the word hi out of my mouth because she is wearing the cross necklace. And she had never, ever, ever worn a cross necklace before. This girl literally broke into this other girl's house. Like, Whitney knew that I didn't like her. And Whitney also did not like this girl for other reasons, but was always really nice to her face, which I don't play like that. Like, if I don't like you, I will not, you know, go out of my way to remind you that I don't like you, but I'm not gonna associate with you. Like, I'm not gonna hang out with you. Whitney was like this. Like, she was very, 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 very two-faced in that sense. Like, she would always hang out with people that she would then shit talk, you know? And so there are just too many coincidences, too many things that add up at this point. Keep in mind, I'm very young. Whitney has intimidated me and scared me before, and it has worked. I don't know, that girl just had a really firm hold on me. I mean, to the point where I never even wanted to tell the Ouija board story, and where I haven't wanted to tell any others until recently, when I'm just like, okay, like, it's been years, like, this girl doesn't know you, she doesn't know where you live now, like, she can't do anything to you. She scared the living crap out of me. And so when I realized what she had done, I didn't even know what to do. I just like, she just looked at me and she could see it on my face that something wasn't right, and she was like, are you okay? Like, what happened? And it was just like, oh, I had a bad day, I don't feel good. Actually, I'm gonna go upstairs. And so I excused myself, I walked upstairs, and I just sat there in mine and Tyler's room, and like, my heart was just racing. And I was like, what am I going to do? This wallet that I have that I paid Whitney for, she sold me a stolen wallet. And she like stole other things from this girl's house. So I did the only thing that I knew to do. I texted Phoebe and I told her, hey, like, I need to talk to you. And we met up the next day. Like, I went on to post, we met up like at a playground so that her kids could like play while we talked. And I told her, you know, I think that the wallet, and I had it with me, I was like, I think that Whitney stole this. Because I went on to your friend's page, I looked it up, everything that it was in, well, not everything, I didn't see everything in that post, but I saw the black wallet, the green wallet, and the gold necklace that Whitney had. And I was just like, I mean, have you ever seen her wear like a gold cross necklace? And Phoebe was like, no, I've never seen her wear that. And she told me, I had a suspicion because at one point in time, Whitney actually house sat for this girl. And at the time, Whitney had a copy of their house key made and had told Phoebe about it. Why this wasn't like alarming, I'm really not sure, you know, at the time, I wasn't there. And all of it just added up. It was like, oh my God, this girl literally broke into someone's house, stole a wallet to give to me. And I don't know how long, you know, because she had the black wallet a couple of days before she, you know, came back and gave this to me. So either, like, I don't know if she was stealing things in small increments so that she wouldn't get caught, like, whatever it was, she had gone there to steal a wallet to then sell to me. And I just gave it to Phoebe and I was like, can we like go, I don't even know what to do right now. Can we take this to the police? Like, what should we do? And Phoebe kept telling me, no, she was also terrified of Whitney. Whitney had also done really horrible things to her. So you've got a girl who I was sheltered my entire upbringing. I don't know what to do in situations like this. And then you've got this woman, and we're both terrified of Whitney. And so what we decided on was I chose to go and put the wallet inside of the friend's mailbox. So Phoebe drove me there. I put the wallet in the mailbox. Whitney asked like the day after that or the next day, like, hey, where's that wallet that I wound up giving you? Well, that I had bought from her, but she was like, well, you know, where's the wallet that I gave you? And I didn't even know what to say. I was just like, I wound up giving it to Phoebe. I thought she would like it a lot, and I have a perfectly fine wallet. And Whitney was just like really, 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 really mad that she didn't know where the wallet was. She was like, I gave that to you. I got that for you with you in mind, and you gave away a gift. And I reminded her, like, I paid for it. You know, it was my wallet because I paid for it. You did not gift it to me and then I re-gifted it, you know. I paid you money that you said that you spent on this wallet. Then she just went weirdly quiet and she walked away. I wound up going back to Georgia really shortly after that, and we didn't talk for a while, but I think that she knew that I knew what she did, because shortly after that, Phoebe wound up telling me that the cross necklace, the black wallet, like, and all of the other stuff that had been taken from the house was returned. I was horrified. I still am horrified. Like, now if that happened, I would just call the police, but at the time I was really young, I was really naive, and I was really scared of this girl. So, yeah, that was the time that my roommate scammed me, stole the wallet, and sold it to me. And I basically caught her, and then she wound up giving everything back. So that is my story time for today. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I love you all so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.